Good evening. Thanks for coming to our council meeting tonight. I'm now calling this meeting to order. First, we'll have our invocation and then the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand for the invocation from Mayor Hinton and remain standing for the pledge.
May we pray? Heavenly Father, we just are so thankful for the way you have blessed our city and blessed us during this 5-year term, and we just are so grateful for the many good things that have happened. God of justice and mercy, thank you for the opportunity to serve the people of our city. Just help us to act with character and conviction as we wind up in our term. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Next item on the agenda is roll call. Ms. Tubbs, call roll, please.
Pro Tem Washington.
Here.
Councilman Wiggins.
Here.
Councilwoman Dykes. Here. Councilman Aiken.
Here.
President Bobo.
Present. Item number 5 on the agenda is presentations. We have 3 this evening from Mayor Hinton. The first one will have a proclamation recognizing Pursuit of Tree City USA designation and recognition of Arbor Day. If you're here with that organization, if you will, please join us at the podium.
When I finish, if you have any comments, you can certainly make them, okay?
Okay, great. Thank you.
Our first proclamation, as President Bobo has said, is regarding our city's beautification and the designation, pursuing the designation as a Tree City USA. Whereas trees are beautiful natural resource and provide innumerable environmental and public benefits, including increased property values, enhancement of economic vitality of business areas, and beautification. And whereas the city of Northport is a tree-friendly city that prioritizes providing and maintaining trees for the public benefit. And whereas the city of Northport is pursuing designation as a Tree City USA to recognize and improve such efforts. Whereas the formal recognition and celebration of Arbor Day provides a great opportunity to invite and inspire others to join us with these efforts. Now therefore I, John Hinton, by the authority vested in me as mayor of the city of Northport, Alabama, do hereby proclaim the last Friday in April as Arbor Day in the city of Northport, and I urge all citizens to celebrate Arbor Day and to support efforts to protect our trees and woodlands. Further, I urge all citizens to plant trees to gladden the heart and promote the well-being of this and future generations. In witness whereof, I have here to set my hand and cause the seal of the city of Northport to be affixed this 20th day of October 2025. Signed, John Hinton, Mayor.
Yes, thank you. I am Katie Wiswall. I work for the Alabama Forestry Commission, and I help administer the Tree City USA program in the state of Alabama. And I just want to really congratulate Northport and her leadership for how much you do care about your trees. I don't know if all of you present know, but the city applied for and received a grant recently from the it comes through the Forestry Commission from the federal government for planting trees around the new park. And our state urban forester, my supervisor, asked me to be sure and tell y'all how impressed he is with the professionalism of Savannah Nelson and her staff, and for the city and all the work it's doing to get those trees put in and properly planted and maintained. So thank you guys very, very much. Give yourselves a hand.
Thank you so much. Can we wait for a picture of us together?
Sure thing.
Okay.
Do you want to swear?
All right, that's fine. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Y'all have a good evening.
Next, a proclamation for Down syndrome. And those who are with this group, please come up and stand with me, and we'll present this to you. Okay. Whereas October is recognized nationally as Down Syndrome Awareness Month, a time to celebrate the lives, achievements, and contributions of individuals with Down syndrome. Whereas Down syndrome is the most common chromosomal condition occurring in approximately 1 in every 700 births in the United States. Whereas individuals with Down syndrome possess a wide range of abilities, talents, and dreams, and they enrich our schools, workplaces, and communities in countless ways. And whereas families, friends, educators, and advocacy organizations work tirelessly to promote acceptance, inclusion, and opportunities for individuals with Down syndrome. Whereas the City of Northport stands committed to fostering an inclusive community where all people, regardless of ability, are valued, supported, and empowered to reach their fullest potential. And whereas during Down Syndrome Awareness Month, we celebrate the strengths, kindness, and unique perspectives that individuals with Down syndrome bring to our community, and renew our commitment to ensuring equity and respect of all citizens. Now therefore be resolved that I, John Hinton, as Mayor of the City of Northport, do hereby proclaim October 2025 as Down Syndrome Awareness Month. In witness whereof I've set my hand and caused the seal of the City of Northport to be affixed this 20th day of October 2025, signed John Hinton. Let's give them a hand. Would you like to say something? Either one of you? Go ahead.
Want to say something, Mark? Okay. Come on. All right, we prepared a little speech. You want to tell them thank you? All right, so Down syndrome is not a diagnosis that you want to hear as a parent. I had a birth diagnosis. You have a similar story, but truly through advocacy, it's amazing to see what we thought was a diagnosis we didn't want to hear be the most unexpected blessing that we've ever had in our lives. And so being a part of this community, Northport is truly one of the most inclusive communities that we've lived in. And so thank you so much for the opportunity just to be here today, and for making our children feel valued in the school systems, in the community, in sports, and all that they do. You want to say something now?
How about you, Mom? I'll let you go.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Thank y'all very much. Come get a picture. Thank you very much. Tonight, on this last meeting of this council for this term, I wanted to say a few words. First, let me say it's been an honor for me to serve as councilman and mayor for almost a total of 7 years. It's been an honor to serve with this council. I'm amazed at the progress made during this term. Accomplishments are outstanding for a 5-year period. Who gets the credit for these improvements in the city? Well, let's start at the top. Ms. Webb and Ms. Tubbs have provided outstanding leadership and worked extremely hard to take us to this place. Our directors and department heads with expertise in their fields and dedication to the city have gone beyond expectations in their work and leadership. The central staff and all the employees have shown dedication to their task during these years. Morale has been high, and everyone has worked together, which we are so pleased about. Finally, the council must act before anything can happen, and let me say they have done a magnificent job as well during this term. Tonight, I simply want to review some highlights, and let me say highlights, certainly not everything, and comparisons to show the progress we have seen over the last 5 years. So if you look on the screen, I will try to run through these right quickly. They said I had 3 minutes, so I'll do it quickly. First, let's look at our financial position. Currently, we have a AA plus bond rating, showing that our outlook is very stable. AA plus is the second highest bond rating available through Fitch. Next, increased reserves beyond the statutory requirement of 10% to 15% in general fund and water and sewer fund, giving us general fund reserve now totals $6.7 million, and water and sewer reserve now is $1.7 million. This gives us a very good cushion, and I can say this for the council coming in. This will be a great help to know that that's available. Utilize federal funding through ARPA, ATRIP, SRF, and MPO of more than $56 million, not city funding. Let me say that again, $56 million in grants during this 5-year period. I think that's very commendable. Received over $12 million in cumulative funding for 47 grants, in addition to over $18 million for 8 additional grants that are still pending. Thanks to Savannah Nelson for her great work in this area. We're very pleased with our financial position as we leave. Budget growth is next. The general fund budget in 21 was $35.2 million. In 25, it's $48.0 million. Tremendous increase there. And since we have our 26 budget passed, we could include some things from that, and including that is $51.2 million. So our general fund is doing quite well. Water and sewer fund budget FY21 is 10.5. Fiscal year 25 is 12.1, and then if we look at 26, it's 12.7. We're very pleased with these budgets. Northport First Fund is fiscal year 20 was 5.5. The law actually passed in 19, so this is the beginning of the use of the first funds and the budget. And then in 25, it was $7.8 million. You might ask, well, what is this fund used for? It's part of the general fund, but it's separate in expenditures. Financial security and stability is a part of this. The money can be used for that reason. Infrastructure, and we've done a lot here. In many cases, the federal grants, state grants require 20%, and Northport now has the 20% because of this fund to contribute. And in years past, the money was not available because this 1 cent sales tax has made a big difference in what can be done in the city. And then in 25, you see it's grown from 5.5 to 7.8 million. So it's substantial growth each year we have seen in the Northport First Funds. In addition, we paid all the inter-fund loans from water and sewer to general fund that totaled $825,000 at the beginning of this term. General fund had borrowed money from water and sewer fund, had been paying it back for many years, and so we concluded that, we paid it off, and that's now history, thank goodness. Next, our budget growth. We implemented a strategy to fund capital projects from general fund and water and sewer fund previous year's budget surpluses. For instance, the public Works had a budget this year, and they had excess funds left from the budget. Then it was just applied to next year's capital budget. So we've had the capital budget running, which has not been running before within the last 2 years. And that's a great help. They bought all kinds of things with equipment, materials, supplies that they needed with this budget each department has. Then I think this is great to note. The net position increased from 30 million to September 2020 to 53.1 million based on the external audit's findings. That's currently what it is. Let's look at employee pay. We're very, very happy with this. Employees have received significant pay adjustments without additional cost for health and dental insurance coverage. COLA adjustments in 22, 5.4%. And then in 23 was a big year. We had a newly adopted pay plan, and step movement increased from 1.5% to 3.75% based on years of service. And then in 24, a 5% raise, 25, a 6% raise. Now that we have the new budget, another 6% raise goes into effect for 26. I don't know that the history of Northport would ever reveal such raises in such a short time. We're very, very pleased, and our employees are very, very pleased with this. Employee benefits. I served on the Civil Service Board for about 7 or 8 years before coming on the council. It's before 2019. And Joe Rose talked often about the need for garbage carts, about a $600,000 investment. City didn't have a lot of money then, and so it was delayed, and finally approved. The reason he said this is because it would save the city so much money. We didn't have people getting hurt and injured all the time with those big heavy carts, because we have lifts on the trucks anyway, and all we had to do is pick the cart up now and be ready to go. And so finally this took place. And so all these things relate back to that. The city maintains a grandfathered Cadillac plan that is self-insured, and employees' rates for health and dental insurance have not increased in this term. In 2025, the city received the Silver Risk Management Award, the second they've received in about a 5-year period, from the Alabama League of Municipalities, indicating a significant reduction in claim losses, and that is a big plus. Workman's comp insurance premiums have dropped from $680,000 in 21 to $266,406 in 2025. You see, that's saving the city a lot of money. You can give applause to our fearless leader, Joe Rose. The next, the city growth. January through June of 2024, the city issued 256 business licenses. In 2025, same period of 6 months, issued 328 business licenses. Now that's just a half a year. So if you multiply by 2, you can see that we're around a 600 issuance a year. That's very notable. We have a comprehensive plan adopted to guide growth in the city for the next 20 years, and then adopted new zoning ordinance, including engineering standards and new subdivision regulations, which can help the city, both of these can help the city grow in the right way and not just anything happening. Upgrading the city facilities, the city hall was completely renovated at one point during this term. Public Works building has been renovated, plus additions to it. Silvertown Park now has a big play area, and it has been renovated as well. The Community Center, if you pass by, you notice how beautiful it is. And it's really functional. One thing I'm pleased about is Focus 50 is involved now, and seniors can get a meal for about $1.50, a lunch and meal. And we just wish more and more would participate in this because it's such a worthy thing for our citizens, senior citizens. And maybe this will happen as time goes along. The Heritage Museum on the same campus as the Community Center has been renovated. The Hassan Center and UCP Center and Playground as well. We're very pleased with all these upgraded city facilities. Additional recreational opportunities, the Tiger Field, the Tiger Park in conjunction with DCH, it's about to open, and the River Run Park, which is kind of our guiding star. We're so pleased about River Run Park, and it's, of course, it's already opened, and it will be in full swing next year. General information, significant improvements at both the water treatment plant and wastewater treatment plant, increased investments in physical and cyber security along with cyber insurance coverage, completed a long list of capital projects. This is money that was held over for the departments that they did not spend. And it's really been a blessing to the departments in that they've had this fund so they could buy a lot of things they needed. Enjoying a period of full staffing in the public safety areas of police, fire, and dispatch. How many cities in Alabama can you name that have been fully staffed in police and fire protection? Probably none or very few. And we're so happy this happened in Northport. Provided $350,000 to our schools in Northport each year to help improve curriculum and student learning. I'm not aware of the exact amount, but it's well over $1 million, possibly $2 million, that have been given to the schools during this term. And streets in the city have been reconstructed and are paved to equal 21 miles during the last 3 to 4 years. Let me say that again. 21 miles of pavement, reconstruction in many cases, in the last 3 to 4 years in the city. I don't think that's ever happened in the past. This does not include Highway 82, which is an ALDOT project, but it does include Main Avenue, Martin Luther King Boulevard, and 5th Street, which are all under construction currently. And my 3 minutes are up, so thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor Hinton. The next item on our agenda is approval of the agenda. Is there anyone here who would like to make a motion to approve the agenda for the October 20th, 2025 council meeting as printed?
So move. Second.
All right, that's a motion by Pro Tem Washington and a second by Councilman Aiken. Are there any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Tubbs.
Voting with Pro Tem Washington.
Yes.
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 Yes. Item number 7 is visitors to address the council. We have none tonight. Item number 8 is unfinished business. We have none tonight. Item number 9 is new business. 9A is ordinances and resolutions of a permanent nature. We have none tonight. 9B is resolutions of a temporary nature. 9B1 is a resolution authorizing water service outside the city limits for property located at Tilly Branch Road, Lot 2. Mr. Davis.
Yes, Madam President. This is a routine request. The staff recommends approval.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. The form of that motion is to adopt the resolution authorizing water service outside of the city limits to be provided to Ms. Karen Jacobs at Tilly Branch Road, Lot 2, pursuant to the conditions in the resolution. Do I hear a motion?
So moved. Second.
Okay, that's a motion by Councilman Wiggins and a second by Councilman Aiken. Are there any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Tubbs.
Voting with Pro Tem Washington.
Yes.
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 Yes. 9B2 is a resolution accepting donation from Bryant Bank for park equipment at Tiger Park. Mr. Davis.
Yes, Madam President. This is resolution authorizing the acceptance of a swing for Tiger Park. The city will be responsible for the installation and maintenance of the swing, but the financing is paid for by Bryant Bank.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. The form of that motion is to adopt the resolution accepting the donation from Bryant Bank for park equipment at Tiger Park. Do I hear a motion?
So move.
Second.
All right, that's a motion by Pro Tem Washington and a second by Councilman Wiggins. Are there any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Tubbs.
Voting with Pro Tem Washington.
Yes.
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 Yes. 9B3 is a resolution authorizing the city administrator to execute change order number 1 with CivilCon LLC for Contract A, Highway 82 Pump Station, Gravity Sewer, and Force Main. Mr. Matthews.
Thank you, Madam President. This change order would add $110,983.24 to CivilCon's contract due to unexpected field conditions during construction.
All right, thank you, Mr. Matthews. The form of that motion is to adopt the resolution authorizing the city administrator to execute change order number 1 with CivilCon LLC for Contract A, Highway 82 Pump Station, Gravity Sewer, and Force Main Project in the amount of $110,983.24, as well as an 80 calendar daytime extension. Do I hear a motion?
So move.
Second.
It's a motion by Pro Tem Washington and a second by Councilman Wiggins. Are there any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Tubbs.
Voting with Pro Tem Washington.
Yes.
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 Yes. 9B4 is a resolution authorizing the city administrator to execute a revised reimbursable agreement with Alabama Department of Transportation for Highway 43 and 82 improvements. Mr. Matthews.
This is the same agreement you heard at your last meeting and approved, but with a minor change recommended by or requested by ALDOT.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Matthews. The form of that motion is to adopt the resolution authorizing the city administrator to execute the revised reimbursable agreement with ALDOT for the Highway 43 and 82 improvements. I'll put that forward as a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
It's a motion by President Bobo and a second by Pro Tem Washington. Are there any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Tubbs.
Voting with Pro Tem Washington.
Yes.
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 Yes. 9B5 is a resolution authorizing the city administrator to execute amendment number 1 with TTL Incorporated for professional services for the Main Avenue Revitalization Project. Mr. Matthews.
Yes, this would add to TTL's contract primarily construction phase services in the amount of $654,959.97. That would be 80% reimbursable by the MPO.
Thank you, Mr. Matthews. The form of the motion is to adopt the resolution authorizing the city administrator to execute amendment number 1 with TTL Incorporated for professional services for Main Avenue Revitalization Project. I'll put that forward as a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, that's a motion by President Bobo and a second by Councilman Wiggins. Are there any questions or comments?
Mr. Matthews, I believe you said that probably we'll not see anything happening out there until about January. Is that right?
That's right. So ALDOT bid the project in late September 26th, and it usually takes about 45 days to a little longer to execute the contract, and that there's a procurement time built into the beginning so the contractor can gather the materials. So January would be a reasonable estimate at this point.
Thank you.
All right, any other questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Tubbs.
Voting with Pro Tem Washington.
Yes.
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 Yes. Item 9C is consent agenda. It ranges from minutes, bill listings, MPO requisitions. I'll give you just a moment to look it over. Okay, the form of the motion is to approve the consent agenda for October 20th, 2025 council meeting as printed. Do I hear a motion?
So move.
Second.
It's a motion by Pro Tem Washington and a second by Councilman Wiggins. Are there any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Tubbs.
Voting with Pro Tem Washington.
Yes.
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 Yes. Item number 10 is reports of special committees of council. Do we have any? Okay, hearing none. Item number 11 is public hearings. Tonight we have 2. I'd like to remind everyone that during public comments, we encourage you to share any ideas or items of concern. There's a 3-minute time limit Please remember to direct all comments to the mayor council body as a whole and not to any individuals. 11A is engineering, we have none. 11B is legal department, we have one. 11B1 is a first reading ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter a franchise agreement with United Fiber Gulf Co. LLC. Mr. Davis.
Yes, Madam Chair. After the public hearing, we would ask the council to consider suspending the rules to pass this tonight due to timing issues on various closings by this company. I advised the council last week and again this afternoon of the reasons for this, but it's strictly just a timing issue. It's a franchise agreement to allow them to use our right-of-way for fiber optic cable.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Davis. I'll open the floor for public hearing for agenda item 11B1. Is there anyone here who would like to speak for or against this item? Oh, sure, please. Just come up here and tell us your name and address.
Mr. Davis, thank you very much for introducing it. My name is Addison Franklin. I'm the attorney working with Unity Fiber Gulf Co. And just to reiterate what Mr. Davis said, we are under a little bit of a time constraint. So we appreciate y'all considering suspending the rules to vote on it tonight. The purpose of this entire franchise agreement is that Unity Fiber Gulf Co. is a new entity that's been formed by Unity Fiber. And they're just in the middle of a financing transaction internally, so they're moving some of their assets from an existing entity into the new Gulf Co entity. So there's not any new construction, no new burden on the city right away, just transitioning of assets.
Thanks for that explanation.
Yes.
That's great.
Yep.
Appreciate you.
And no cost to the city.
No cost to the city, and then part of the franchise agreement is obviously the franchise payments that will come into the city when revenue is generated by the company. So no cost to the city, instead money to y'all.
Great, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you all.
Anyone else here to speak for or against this item? Hearing none, I'll close the floor for public hearing for agenda item 11B1. Form of the motion is to suspend the rules to allow an immediate vote on this ordinance. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All right, that's a motion by Councilman Wiggins and a second by Pro Tem Washington. Are there any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Tubbs.
Voting with Pro Tem Washington.
Yes.
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 Yes. Form of the motion next is to adopt the ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter a franchise agreement with Unity Fiber Gulf Co. LLC. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All right, that's a motion by Councilman Wiggins and a second by Pro Tem Washington. Are there any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Tubbs.
Voting with Pro Tem Washington.
Yes.
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 Yes. Item 11C is Planning and Inspections Department. We have one item there. It's 11C1. It's a second reading ordinance ordering demolition of an unsafe structure located at 2801 17th Avenue. Ms. Ram.
Yes, ma'am. This item was tabled at your last council meeting in order to give the owner the opportunity to demolish the structure. He has started the demolition. The house is down. There is still some cleanup work that needs to be done. So we're recommending tabling till November 17th so that he can complete the work.
Thank you, Ms. Ram. All right, with that, I'll open the floor for public hearing for agenda item 11C1. Is there anyone here who would like to speak for or against this item? Okay. Hearing none, I'll close the floor for public hearing for agenda item 11C1. Form of the motion is to table the ordinance ordering demolition of an unsafe structure located at 2801 17th Avenue to the November 17th council agenda. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All right, that's a motion by Councilman Wiggins and a second by Pro Tem Washington. Are there any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Tubbs.
Voting with Pro Tem Washington.
Yes.
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 Yes. Item 11D as the police department. We have no business tonight, correct? And item 12 is city administrator's business. Ms. Tubbs.
I have none.
All right. Item 13 is departmental business. We have none. Item number 14 is mayor and council members' business. We'll begin with the Honorable Mayor, Dr. John Hinton.
Thank you, I've talked enough already, nothing
Next up is District 1. I have no news to report, but am incredibly thankful for the opportunity to serve. Next up is District 2, Pro Tem Washington.
Yes, I have a proclamation. Need Councilman Wiggin, President Bobo, Councilman Aiken, and the Honorable Dr. John Hinton. Step forward, please. All right, good evening. I have a proclamation, City of Northport. Whereas the Mayor and City Council of the City of Northport has faithfully served the citizens of our community during 2025 term, demonstrating leadership, integrity, steadfast commitment to progress. And whereas under the leadership of Mayor John Hinton, Council President Christy Bobo, Councilman Carl Wiggin, and Councilman Onwar Aiken, the City of Northport experienced transformative growth, physical responsibility, unprecedented community investment. And whereas this administration championed major infrastructure development initiative, including the approval of branding and construction of the River Run Park, state-of-the-art youth sports complex near Kentuck Park, and the cornerstone of Northport Shore Riverfront revitalization plans. The facility is already set to host HBCU baseball and softball championship through 2028. And whereas the City Council launched downtown Northport Streetscape, improving enhanced intersection pedestrian accessibility and the historic Civitan building, while paving over 21 miles of city streets, securing millions in grants for drainage upgrade in flood-prone areas such as 2 Mile Creek. And whereas critical water and sewer improvement were funded through $1.6 million capital budget, ensuring long-term reliability and regulatory compliance, and major intersection upgrades were initiated at McFarland Boulevard with Highway 43, Waterman Road, Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, Mid-Larry Road, improving safety, traffic flow throughout the city. And whereas through sound physical management, the city general fund increased $35 million to $51 million, and Northport achieved a favorable AA bond rating from Fitch, enhancing its financial stability and borrowing power. The city also secured over $3.8 million in federal and grant funding to advance its central project. And whereas the City Council prioritized city employees' operational excellence, approving salary increase, creating infrastructure inspector position to strengthen engineering oversight, and continue to invest in staff and resources for improving public service delivery. And whereas this administration enriched the community quality of life through a new event partnership and recreation initiative, including the launch of West Alabama Food and Wine Festival. The Bunny Trail partnered with Terry Sabin and Nick Saban Foundation to bring a new playground in Northport. And whereas these collective achievements have laid foundation for continued growth, community pride, and city excellence in Northport for generations to come. Now therefore, be it proclaimed, the City of Northport hereby honors and extends its deepest appreciation to the Mayor John Hinton, Council President Christy Bobo, Councilman Carl Wiggins, Councilman Onwar Aiken for their exemplary leadership, dedication, service, lasting contribution to the City of Northport and city during the 2025 term. Thank y'all.
shift.
Now everybody had to say something now.
Gosh, Pro Tem Washington, you choked me up a little bit. Thank you. Do you have anything under your business you'd like to discuss?
No, that's all.
All right, next up is District 3, Councilman Wiggins.
I just want to sort of repeat what you said. I appreciate the opportunity that I had to serve the city of Northport on the council. That's it.
All right, thank you. District 4, Councilwoman Dykes.
I have nothing tonight, thank you.
District 5, Councilman Aiken.
Just thank you for this opportunity to serve. Thank you to the city employees and city staff for what you do every single day. This has been an incredible learning experience and also a very humbling experience seeing what you do every day to keep this city running. Thank you.
All right, item number 15 on our agenda is adjournment. The form of that motion is to adjourn the meeting at 6:11 p.m. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All right, that's a motion by Councilman Wiggins and a second by Councilman Aiken. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned.